Okay, good evening, everyone. This is the August 18th, September 22nd, right? 2021 meeting.
September 22nd.
Meeting of the Fairfield Conservation Commission, meeting as the Conservation Commission. I'm Jennifer Hahuth, I'm the chair. With us, we also have Nelson North, Charlie Rowan, who's the secretary, Dabney Bowen, and Jerry Alessi. No one else has joined, right? Okay. And our director, Tim Bishop, and our esteemed running the entire show, Sarah Neefsey. Okay, so we have, I'm not appointing any alternates. Roman numeral 1A, Building Communications. Approval of Conservation Commission meeting minutes of August 18th, 2021. Do I have a motion to approve? Dabney, second. Nelson, okay. Motion to approve. Everyone agreed?
Abstain.
Okay. No opposed. Oh, abstain, Jerry?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Okay. All right. A2, approval of Secretary's Bill for Conservation Commission meeting of August 18th, 2021. Do I have a motion to approve the Secretary's Bill? Thank you, Dabney. Second. Nelson, all those in favor? Jerry, voting on that?
Abstain.
Okay. All right, Roman numeral 2, old business. Request of Cornerstone Energy Services, Inc. for Eversource Energy for the town of Fairfield to grant a road access easement for maintenance of their transmission lines within Brettwood's open space area. And we have a memorandum dated September 17th, 2021 from Tim Bishop, our conservation director. If you want to kick us off, Tim, and we can, basically it's my understanding this is on our agenda tonight for informational purposes so that everyone sees what's going to be happening fairly soon, correct?
Thank you, Jen. Yes, that's correct. I just want to bring it to, I have documents with me here, including my memo, but as my memo states, we noticed a discrepancy in what was approved during the meeting quite a while ago for the January 17th of 18. Based on the documents we have, there was a entrance into the area off the main trail known as North Street into where the tower cutting right away is. Was two entrances, which is what was approved, well, conditionally approved, I guess I could say, during that meeting 3 years ago. The document was received from Eversource in August of this year, indicates entering the tower right away using three paths. So I just wanted to, I guess, put that up for discussion. We don't have any representatives from Eversource here tonight. I guess
I'm sorry, it looks like Craig Peterson is here from Eversource.
Oh, yes, okay.
He can probably speak.
That's correct.
Even better. And I guess, so just, I guess the point of discussion, that point of tonight is strictly discussion, and I'm glad Craig is here because he could tell us and kind of bring me up to speed because I wasn't here in 18. Yeah, let's turn that back over to Madam Chair.
I think you're on mute.
You're muted.
Jen, you're muted.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just noting that the new spur, or the third route, is going to Tower 905, I believe, whereas before they were accessing that tower a different way. But I need more to really figure out why they're doing that, obviously, and also we need to figure out whether we're being asked to modify a prior approval or doing a whole new approval. So it's unclear to me how that's going to work. But if Mr. Peterson wanted to speak, feel free, Mr. Peterson.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen the documents that you're talking about as far as the previous approval of paths in versus 3. Maybe that's something we can catch up with the next couple of days. But I know what has been submitted. I don't have rationale, explanation from Eversource, honestly, as far as why there might be a new path in 3 versus 2. I'd have to that and make a couple of out. There are other questions as far as what's proposed.
I have some recollection. I was part of the commission in 2018. I have some recollection. It actually even says that the reason why there wasn't a spur added closest to Gilbert Highway, if you look at the map with the 3 spurs, it was due to the proximity to the wetlands. But I actually have a question. North Street is an old asphalt road. The first spur is pretty much a graded gravel road, but the two proposed spurs, if I recall correctly, those are essentially just hiking trails at this point. So they'd be fully developed into a 12-foot wide road.
That's my understanding.
Yeah. But as representatives of the town, I mean, does the public have a say in this? Because it's not that large of an open space, and it's a significant change.
Well, the public had notice of the first vote we had, and they'll have notice of any other vote we do on this. So yes, the public, whether we have, we're going to have input from the public, I'm sure, and when we will hear it, we will, emails or whatever we have, but we're not voting tonight, that's for sure.
Right.
Anyone else have questions or clarification? I think we need a lot more clarification on how the process is going to work. I mean, basically, the first time we voted on this in 2018, it was to approve the concepts that were part of the exhibit for an easement for use of the property. As far as inland wetlands and surveys and everything else, that was going to have to come in with an inland wetlands application. So all of that has to be done, and then the town attorney has to review it, and obviously the first selectman has to okay it, and the RTM has to approve the payment, obviously, for the easement and whatever else. So we're not the only piece to this, but conservation is first. Correct? Ed, Tim, I'm giving useful information, or are we just?
You're correct.
No, that's correct, Madam Chair. As far as I understand it, Ed and I did walk this area about 2 weeks ago. I'm familiar with the locations and what the terrain is like. I could see why it was changed. I should say modified to include 3 offshoots instead of 2, just based on the terrain, but this isn't my business in accessing difficult areas, difficult terrain. So, but I could understand it. But as far as what you had to say about the procedure, I do agree that we would be the at the gate, and then it would go through wetlands and all the other boards and approvals. I did have a question for Mr. Peterson. I know you said you didn't have the exhibits with you, but just as a point of clarification, and maybe it wasn't clear in the documents that I have worked to the board prior in 18, but that the construction of the roads, is it normal procedure to install, 6 or 8 inch stone as a base, and then use 3/4 or 3/8 stone or 4 as like a top layer that's graded and rolled?
That's my understanding, but again, there are a number of different variations that can be used depending upon the situation and the needs.
Okay. The day, I should point out, the day that Ed and I walked this was after the heavy rain, where we got 6 inches in 4 hours or whatever it was. And there was, North Street was basically a riverbed with river, water gushing down it, and we saw significant erosion. So I'm just would have that concern, depending on road construction, whether large stone as a base, would be more appropriate in certain areas and considered during construction versus a smaller stone that will just blow out in a rain like that.
I would agree with you on that.
That was all I had. Ed, did you have any comment based on our walk and discussion?
No, it's the Conservation Commission was supposed to review the easement document itself prior to it being filed or sent to the RTM. What we received, I guess, it was from the first select woman's office. I think that was followed up upon, that came from Tim Herbst's office. It was basically a contract for an easement. And it contained the 1 page on the back, and the routes were changed from what was improved now, what was that, back in 2018? And one of the routes is right through undisturbed woodland. And that was an issue back in 2018, that they were to use existing paths, some of which, like North Street, at one time was a road, but you couldn't really call it that now. Be understood that they would probably have to use hammer on, hydraulic hammer on some of the ledge, and then they would have to lay down the appropriate subgrade and then grade. Some of those matters would be
We lost you, Ed.
Am I on now? Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Some of the particulars, we'd have to see a cross-section of what the roadbed's going to be in the finished grade. Most of that would probably be handled during the inland wetlands application. It could be, unless the Conservation Commission themselves wish to review those informations first. that cross-section of what the road bed's going to be was never provided. There were some descriptions in a, I guess, a bid for the costs associated with the road, but it didn't give an actual diagrammatic representation of what was going down and which way it was being put down, depth of stone. It was just basically lump sums for labor and aggregate.
Thanks, Ed.
I think they should clarify what the routes are going to be and, amend those documents before they come before the commission again, unless they're asking for a change.
And we're going to have to walk the property, which we did the last time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think that's my opinion. So together, we can do it together. I mean, that makes sense to me. We notice it as a public hearing, a public meeting, and we go.
That sounds good.
Makes sense.
Does anyone else have questions? Want to ask staff? Okay. Anyone? Okay. So more shall be revealed. I think we need to talk to the town attorney about making sure we understand the process we're going to go through. Because we're not reviewing those legal documents. The town attorney is going to review those legal documents. I mean, we're just talking about the use. So, right?
If you need anything else, by all means, someone just let me know what you're looking for, and we'll do our best to provide it to you.
Yep. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Peterson. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Roman numeral 3, conservation crew work summary.
Boy, we're right to the end of this already, huh? We've been dealing with more trees coming down, washouts. I can't believe what this weather is doing to us. I guess Tim and we have a meeting with a couple different scouts tomorrow for a couple of projects, boardwalks and pollinator plantings tomorrow. Dabney, we tried to find the farm equipment on Brettwood by the pine grove next to the pond.
Yeah.
We couldn't find it. Is it back in the woods or?
Yeah, it's back in the woods. I can show you where it is. I can show you where the farm equipment is on almost every open space. If you want to know where they are.
Okay. Maybe you can circle it on a map or something, or, we can meet out there if you wish.
Yeah, I'm out there all the time, so.
Okay. And not much else to add. We've had one gentleman on our cruise been out sick for like 3 weeks, so that makes it a little tough. He's had an operation and some complications, but he should be back Monday, and we're looking forward to having him back. I have nothing else really to add. Any questions or?
I don't have any. Anyone? Okay. Roman numeral 4 other. I have an Aquarian update. We did not. We were unsuccessful with our objection to the granting of the application for diversion that Aquarian filed. So I don't know if we've got the opinion on our website yet, but I'm sure we will. And it's probably circulating out there. And also the town attorney today filed a request for oral argument with the Commissioner of Deep so that they can argue certain, their objections basically to certain parts of the decision. And so there's also a written application and a list of what they're going to argue that I just got a little while ago. So that'll, probably be on our website, right? And it's obviously out there for circulation as well. So I don't know when that hearing will be. And then if we are unsuccessful, there is an ability to appeal from that event. So if we don't get any satisfaction from the commissioner, we can appeal the hearing officer's decision. So the town attorney will be getting back to us on all that. Okay, any questions?
You're going to be joining a meeting in the future to go through it?
I'm sorry?
Will the town attorney join a meeting in the future to go through everything on it?
Certainly, if we ask, sure. It'll be Owen Weaver, who's basically the lead attorney on that. I'll talk to him about that.
All right.
Anyone else have anything they want to talk about?
I have a few if no one else does.
Okay, thank you.
Under the other section, as Ed alluded to, which their crew is doing a great job, even shorthanded. Him and I are meeting tomorrow with 2 Eagle Scout candidates at Mohegan Lake, looking for project work, which we have plenty of. So we're going to discuss that with them. One of them being the pollinator pathway near the parking lot. Some of you have heard of. That is something that would be looking to happen probably in the spring, obviously for growing flowers. So we're meeting there at 3:30 with one scout and another scout, like Ed had said, possibly some boardwalks, muddy area crossing that need replacement. We're going to discuss those 2 potential projects with them tomorrow. Second, the other night or other afternoon, the Mohegan Lake Cascades section automatic gate was approved unanimously by Board of Selectmen. So that is just another step moving forward to get this thing in the ground and active. Just waiting on finance and purchasing to move forward and schedule the contractors. And third, at this last week and this week, and the crew has been out at 760 Oldfield Road, the newer, I guess, parcel acquisition parcel of open space that we've mowed. Ed's guys cleared and mowed that area where the frag was 12 feet high. And last week and this week, Huntington Company is out there surveying so we could lock up the survey and get our refund back from the state of Connecticut back to the town. There's going to be a few potential encroachments from the Oldfield Road side, very least, but we're not making that determination yet until we have the survey. But there could be a shed and fencing and other such semi-minor, potentially major encroachments and or violations to manage those. Stay tuned, but those are 3 things I wanted to update all of you on.
Anyone have questions about anything? Did we close on that? At Oldfield
Yes.
Road? Did we actually? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Correct. It's a great space. I think the next step concurrently, we're going to look at the bidding process for the Tucker Fund bird blind that's looking to go in there. Been working with Karen Sechrist on that one. So I think it's a good spot and a good project. We just need to address the encroachments to finalize all the kind of the paperwork. And that's all
Great.
I have.
Well, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about the pollinator pathway stuff. I think it's great. Anyone who wants to go out and help weed as we go through the years with these new gardens would be welcome. Keep them maintained. All right, I think we're done. Is there anything else? Anything to help you, Ed, right?
Yeah. I'm all set.
Ed, your guys were
Okay.
out at Perry's Mill Ponds the other day,
Yeah.
helping to fight some erosion there when we were out there with River Lab.
Oh, that's right too. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were out there. We have some problems with the dam there. I think a section's going to have to be removed. It's been undermined.
Yeah.
It's the old dam from God knows when.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a concrete section.
Yeah.
I'll see if DPW can grab it or something with a big machine and get it out of there.
All this water is really going to be challenging, isn't it?
It's something else. I mean, the last 5 years, you know, it's climate change, I guess, but I don't know. The weather's been pretty heavy for us.
Okay, if there's nothing else, we can close if we have a motion to adjourn.
Move.
That's Dabney. Anyone else? Second? All right. Motion to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you very much.
Jen.
Tim and
Thank you.
Sarah, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.